Redux.
What?
Redux.
Free ducks?
Redux.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Swan song Redux. I was just throwing it out there, you know.
Oh, you said redux.
Pronunciation.
I thought you said free ducks.
We could do that too.
I was like, yeah, free ducks. Okay. All right. This is Robin Brooks. She is our playwright and actor for the Golden Thread Women's Work. And Robin, I just want to ask you a few casual questions. So first of all, what is the most exciting thing to you about being a part of the Golden Thread?
Well, I love the fact that it's focused all on women, of course, because, or women X, I should say, because, um, we're a group that isn't represented as often as they should be. So I really appreciate that. And the fact that we've all had some, well, I've just had one rehearsal so far, but it felt very creatively liberating to be in that virtual room with everyone and just celebrating each other's words and voices and artistic expression.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty amazing that we're able to kind of come together throughout all of this. And especially I think as a movement in the arts community, women's work is incredibly underrepresented. Yeah. Go to the what is it, the Oscars or any of those kinds of award shows, and women's work is so seldomly represented. It's often dominated by white men. So it's pretty magical to be able to do that, even though it's through a virtual setting. So as a writer and as an actor, what have you been doing? Like, have you had any difficulty staying motivated during the pandemic? And have you has anything helped you stay motivated in staying creative?
It's been extremely difficult to be creative during the pandemic. Um, I unfortunately had to let some of my staff go at work, and so a lot of my creative energy right now is put into my job. I don't really feel like I have a lot left after the day to do my own personal writing. Um, but I have been trying to do creative projects. So this is one of them. And as I said, I'm just thrilled to be doing it. Um, I have some other ideas in the works that may come together, kind of depends on other people too. But I've been coloring, I've been growing plants, I've been trying to put my creativity in places that I guess I normally wouldn't put it into right now. Just because, coloring takes a lot less brain power, I guess. But it still makes me feel like, okay, I'm actually expressing myself in some way, at least right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of that going around of people. I mean, obviously it's different for everyone. For you, it has been, having to let go of people who you're in this community with in a certain way. But it's definitely, I think it's incredible that people are still creating it all, and that people can still are able to get through the day is pretty amazing. Because obviously politically there's a lot going on, and um, with activism and everything, but on top of that we're going through another historical event of a pandemic, and it's really draining. I know that that's true for me, and it's true of everyone I've talked to. So but I'm glad that you're able to to uh, you know, to make an effort that you feel that's something you can do and make an effort to bring your art forward. And I personally, I can't wait to see it. So, um, which you know, I mean, I've seen some. I have seen it sort of, um, but I'm very much looking forward to that. Is there anything that when you are creating that really you feel fuels your creativity, or something that you're passionate about that draws you in and kind of feeds your soul in a creative way?
I'm inspired by the things that happen to me, and I ask myself questions, what would it be like if, something happened? One of the plays that I wrote most recently was, I asked myself, like, what would happen if the stars went out? And so I placed a couple of characters in a remote setting where the stars go out, and then they have to figure out how to get them back on again. So just things like that. One of the plays that we're going to do on Saturday, I just found this inspiring Dove chocolate wrapper. And I found it and I thought, gosh, what an interesting idea. There has to be a play about this. And it actually took me a couple of months to kind of figure out what exactly the play should look like. But once I kind of had it in my mind, I wrote it all in one sitting, and I feel really happy about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I was reading the play, and I was like, inspired by a Dove chocolate wrapper. What? That's amazing. I think that's one of the things that amazes me the most about artists is their ability to just draw from things all around them and take inspiration from various parts of their lives, even if it's something as simple as a Dove chocolate wrapper. Um,
I love to make connections. I love to bring people together and provide people with the resources that they may never have thought of before. That's just something that I think I've kind of always done, just made those kinds of connections. And so I love to see it happen in my own work, especially right now working on the Golden Thread. I think that's just amazing. I feel like I've met people that I never would have met before. And
yeah,
so that's a surprising and awesome benefit, I guess, of the pandemic, something that I hadn't anticipated. That's been really nice.
yeah. Well, I'm very excited to see the show and see your work further, and I'm so excited for everyone else
Thank
to
you.
see it. Yeah, yeah. It's
Me
very
too.
cool. So everyone, be sure to get your tickets to Golden Thread Women's Work, June 13th at 7. It's this Saturday. Get your tickets now.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Robin, for the conversation, and I'm very excited to see it. So thank you.
Me too. Thank you.